quarterback's willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
From the 40 on second down. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. They'll throw it again. That's Lamb running slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. brings up third down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A miss. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Connecting on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way is finds Smith. Rolling into enemy territory. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Keely Ringo making the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it yet again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60. Shag. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's cut for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for a score before the break. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and punch it in. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Got it. Ready?
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Flush. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
79 Bronco.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Pass play now. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First down from the red zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Panther 60. Let's go.
They go play action on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
Second and 10 now. Able to get it to Franklin. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Stephanie.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Come on. Set, Buffalo 18. Go, Rig. Go. Ready.
After the sack, another pass on second down. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And the defense is all on for a big loss. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cut 19. And trap 60, trap 60.
They'll come out throwing. Finds a man right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Three. Track 60. Hurt. Let go.
Throwing now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Brought in right side. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Deron Bland. Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. It is caught left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Go.
Running it now out of the gun. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. Buying some time left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Back-to-back carries here. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
A play fake now hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. It's 2nd and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and 14.
Just 1 quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
19, target, set.
Pass play coming here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On to try the field goal. Harrison Butker. This from 35 yards away. Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Don't go, 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys take possession of the football.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
They go play action here. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it. This finds Smith. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Take go.
They give it to him again. Breaks out the spin cycle. He's in. Touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Go. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense up to the line fast.
And an Eagle first down.
They send a man in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. That one's complete right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Still sticking with the passing game. Has room into the secondary. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Eagles still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game,